I'm just saying. Sexy. Say no more.
Girl on the floor, all her friends around her. I mean, real clean, ain't gotta touch or nothing. It ain't like I like a chick on chick or something. I'm just a sucker for a hot track. Give me a drink and a chick to tell stop that. Dance is a hop and a clap. Flip it round, now bring it on back. Break it down, now switch. Turn it over and hit it. Turn around now. Switch. Turn it over and hit it. Ooh la la la. Switch. Turn it over and hit it. Turn around now. Switch. Turn it over and hit it.
Yeah, we just situated up and going back to Miami. It's time for a brand new funk up in this piece, man. Ready for a brand new funk up in here. Check. Oh! Y'all know the words, right? Y'all know the words, right? You know the words, right? You know the words, right?
This commentary, a bit of king and a superior creator.
Shout out to Ollie. Ollie, yeah, what up?
To which we think is a remedy.
I heard you always used to get in trouble. Listen to this.
Jazzy
follow on the road to the parties and all that. Yes. Class of 79, where you at? Class of 81, class of 82.
One day I was on the beach, back in the back, all of a sudden he brought the cut and I dropped my microphone and said, what the fuck? Wait a minute, play it. Just bouncing.
Class of 72 on track. Is that Veronica Mayer right there? Check. Yeah, that's better. They can hear me on 59th and up and way. Wanamaker Street, Birch Street, Lebanon Avenue.
We went to the club.
Oh my God. Here she is. Celebrating 50 years in the game. Look at Mimi Brown, y'all. Look at Mimi Brown. Say Mimi Brown. Say Mimi Brown. Say Mimi Brown. Say black don't crack. Yeah, man. DJ, drop the beat.
Rock the beat. Rock the beat. Rock the beat.
We got a principal at Oak Brook High School. He could be a linebacker for the Super Bowl champion Philadelphia Eagles right here. That's Mr. Graham. That's Mr. Graham, y'all. Where we got a volleyball team that went undefeated.
Now turn it all around.
I'm gonna say this one more time. But y'all do know, this is the city of brotherly love. Sisters in charge, Super Bowl champions, the birthplace of Mother's Day, and the home of Will Smith.
Rock the beat. 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 The most original, amazing, astounding, miraculous, remarkable, startling, sensational, stupendous music that has ever been created is ours, but believe me, it was complicated, but we have done it, so now we can breathe a long-awaited sigh of relief. This isn't a publicity stunt, it's the raw, untouched, pure, hard, brand new funk.
A brand new funk, 59th Street, man. The bridge, the 59th Street Bridge. Gonna have a new name after today. Used to walk across this bridge every morning. Every morning. Some mornings we would walk across this bridge, it would be so foggy out, you couldn't even see in front of your face. You couldn't even see the school. And our parents would send us out in that misty fog, little children, thousands of us, going to that building. Marble Hall, the 5th floor, the music department, the old gym, the new gym, the track team, the basketball team, and the football team.
Some DJs are.
Welcome in South Philadelphia to Winfield and West Philly, y'all. The council president is in the building.
Jazzy Jeff, so bust his beat.
Y'all ready to count this thing down? Because here he comes. Here he comes. Less than 1 minute, 55 seconds. Look to my right, your left. Here he comes. Get your cameras ready. Get your cameras ready for the man in black, for Mr. Independence Day, Mr. Concussion, Ali Mumbaye, award winner from 5914 Woodcrest Street, Philadelphia, Woodcrest Avenue, 59th Street, live, 6'2", 190 some odd pounds. The one, the only graduate of the school on the hill, 1600 on his SATs, accepted to MIT, decided to be a rapper instead, got his hair cut at cuts and fades. Here he comes, the man that gave us summertime. Oh, the man that's bringing summertime back to 59th Street. Here he comes, co-owner of the 76ers, father, husband,
dance that has gotten to be a little bit out of control.
First Grammy Award-winning rap artist.
Give me a soft, subtle mix. And if
somebody make some noise for Lady B.
And think of the summers of the past. Adjust the bass and let the Alpine blast. Pop in my CD and let me run around and put your car on cruise and lay back, cause it's summertime.
Look at 59th Street, y'all. Look at the school on the hill. Look at the bridge. Look at these beautiful faces out to see Philadelphia's own. The man, the myth, the iconic, like I said, the man in black, the savior of Independence Day, the man that has never forgotten where he comes from. I'm watching him now, walking up a street he's walked 1,000 times himself. His DNA is on this bridge, and after the day, it will have his name. South Philadelphia's got Rockies, but all of Philadelphia's got Will Smith.
It's like the summer's a natural aphrodisiac, and with a pen and pad I compose this rhyme to hit you and to get you equipped for the summertime.
I'm looking at the handsome kid doing the jig, directing traffic like he used to back in the day. Hello, Councilwoman. There he is, now I can see him. He's got the beige jacket on, the white t-shirt with the fresh cut and beige haircut. That's what Hollywood looks like. Hollywood coming back to 59th Street, and it's 6'2". Looking good, y'all. Touching hands, shaking hands, taking selfies. The man in black is back, everybody. Make some noise.
All the kids playing out fun, little boys messing around, but the girls playing double dutch. While the DJ spinning.
And as usual, Charlie Mack got his back.
Then 6 o'clock rolls around. You just finished wiping your car down. It's time to cruise, so you go to the summertime hangout. It looks like a car show. Everybody come looking real fine, fresh from the barbershop or fly from the beauty salon. Every moment frontin' and maxin', chillin' in the car, they spend all day waxin', leaning to the side, but you can't speed through 2 miles an hour, so everybody sees you.
If you've been to the plateau, make some noise. Yeah, yeah. Charles Gregory in the building. Don't look at me, B. Look at Will representing. Look at Will representing. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Rita's water ice for everybody. You know what? By the time we'll get on this stage, it will be summertime. I'm just saying. Look at Councilwoman Jamie Gauthier, representing, what's that, Peach? D-Nell, wave your hand. Where you at, D-Nell? All right. Finally, ladies and gentlemen, here he is. In West Philadelphia, what? In West Philadelphia, what? In West Philadelphia, what?
All about how my life got flipped, turned upside down, and I'd like to take a minute, just sit right there. I'll tell you how I became the prince of a town called Bel Air.
Y'all better know every single word and say it loud. Here we go. Here we go. 5, 6, 7,
In West Philadelphia. West Philadelphia. West Philadelphia. On the playground is where I spend most of my days. Chilling out, maxing, relaxing, all cool and all shooting some b-ball outside of the school. When a couple of guys who were up to no good started. I got in one little fight and my mom got scared and said, "You're moving with your auntie and uncle in Bel Air." I whistled for a cab and when it came near, the license plate said fresh and it had dice in the mirror. If anything, I could say that this cab was rare, but I thought, man, forget it. Yo, home the...
I can't hear you.
Up to the house about 7 or 8 and I yelled to the cabbie, "Yo, home, smell you later." Looked at my kingdom, I was finally there to sit on my throne as the Prince of Bel Air.
Let's bring it down, let's bring it down. Somebody make some noise for the world's greatest blind DJ, DJ Touchstone. So there's some guy behind me shaking hands, taking selfies. Maybe you've heard of him. His name is Will Smith. Can y'all see Will? Y'all got your phones ready. Come on, get your cameras ready. Now, in a moment, I'm gonna need these folks right here to clear out so that these young children right here can do what they do. All right? We send them here to do a job. Let them do what they do. You'll have plenty of chances to take your photos, I guarantee you. I got the drum corps right up here. Once again, Classic 107.9. We're in the building. Lady B and me in touch. Tizzle. Somebody say thank you, who?
Thank you, bro. Good to see you. How's everything? Well, we doing that together?
Yeah, we're doing it in I'm excited. Yeah, that's playing with you, son. I can play. No young boy music. I can play some shit.
What you playing on now?
You know what? I like the cross. The cross 12. Yup.
Get your cameras ready. Come on, come on, come on. Get your photos in, and then I need y'all to move out the way for the ROTC. Somebody said, "Dang, he tall." What's up, Will? Long time, baby. Good to see you, man. God bless you. Looking just like his mother. Don't he look like his mom?
That is kind of odd, man.
Right.
We love you, Will Smith.
Probably get a sponsor. That ain't nothing.
I ain't paid that. You know how you pay for that. I ain't paying for that. I'm paying for that.
The man in black is back, y'all. Philly's own Will Smith, 59th Street's about to have a makeover. We're gonna refurbish this thing. I'm looking at former classmates out here. What's up, y'all? Is West Philly in the house? No. Here we go. No. West Philadelphia, make some noise. We used to walk across this bridge, and Will's mom would tell you, it used to be foggy, you couldn't see the school. They would send us to school in the rain, the snow. By the way, we used to walk over this bridge in 3 feet of snow. Man, listen. Are y'all ready? Can I finally start this thing? Can we finally start? Y'all ready to begin? D-Nell, just give me a nod. Let me know what you need. Folks, we really need you to clear this out the way for the ROTC. So please, y'all, y'all done made the principal stand up. And he's a big guy. That's Principal Graham, y'all. Overbrook High School's Principal Graham. Please clear this out right here for the ROTC. Putting a lot of work. Let the ROTC do what they do, y'all. Come on, move, clear this out, please. Please clear this out. Lady with the sharp hair. You knew I was talking about you, too. See that? See that? Last one. You know, a long time ago, a great comedian named Richard Pryor once said, what's the use of being the host if you can't use and abuse the privilege? It's from my mom. Come on, y'all, get it in. Thank you, Richard Pryor. All right, let's go. ROTC, I need you guys to move out the way right here. Let's start this thing right. That's what an Academy Award-winning actor looks like, y'all. Right there. Look at that man right there. I was told to wait for the ROTC. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for what we call speechifying. And it's my pleasure right now to acknowledge all the special guests that are right up here on this stage. First and foremost, I'm looking at my list. Yeah, let's give some love to the ROTC. And like I said, he can't see you, but he can feel you. He's the world's greatest blind DJ. Touch Tizzle right there, y'all. On the podium behind me and next to me are some good-looking elected officials. Right there, the mighty Northwest is in West Philadelphia. Councilman Anthony Phillips is right there. From the 3rd Council, Maddie Dix is right there. Talking from the bottom, now she's here. That's Jamie Gutierrez, y'all. And now, the new director for small business and the advocate for Pennsylvania, we call her Nas. Right here, ladies and gentlemen, Councilwoman Council Gilmore Richardson, who was a teacher at Overbrook High School. Folks, let's give a warm welcome. South Philadelphia has come to Winfield and West Philly. The council president's in the building, Kenyatta Johnson. Before I introduce this man, I want y'all to know something a lot of folks don't know. In Philadelphia, we have Super Bowl parades. We've had 2. We've had Super Sundays. We've had NFL Super Days on the Parkway. We've had the Pope. Anytime there is a special event in Philadelphia, there is one woman and one woman only in charge. And you need to know that that woman is not only in charge, She has won the award for world's greatest world's greatest event coordinator, ladies and gentlemen, Giselle Jones. Sitting next to her, behind or next to every great man is a great woman, Giselle Jones. Ladies and gentlemen, 5'9", 170 some odd pounds, former crack athlete, ladies and gentlemen. He's walked this bridge, he's ran this bridge, he's walked those steps, he's served you well. Ladies and gentlemen, here he is, Overbrook's own graduate, the 4th Councilmanic District's own Curtis Jones Jr. And finally, but certainly not last, as I said, we are the city of brotherly love. Sisters in charge. Super Bowl champions. And the birthplace of Mother Day. And the home of Academy Award-winning actors. Give it up for Mayor Sherelle Parker. Behind me, 2 council people. I believe they're at large. If I'm wrong, they'll correct me. Councilperson Jim Harity. And the beautiful, the brilliant Nina Ahmad. Oh, I haven't forgotten this one because I personally made sure this young lady here got elected. The beautiful, the brilliant, the statuette State Representative Morgan Cephas. I'm not supposed to do this, but she's my colleague, the beautiful Lady B. Talk about black don't crack. Am I lying? Oh my God, this young lady here is the president of the Overbrook High School alumni. Oh, well, no, Charlie was pointing at her. Hold on. I used to host a TV show called Sounds of the Underground. It was out of Mahorns in New Jersey. And my co-host was a young, I said Mahorns, woo! Yikes. Agent Who, right? And my co-host was the beautiful, the gorgeous, the sultry, celebrating 50 years in the game, Me Brown. Point about Charlie. I don't want to get in trouble, Charlie. The president of the Overbrook High School Alumni Association, Pat Mathis. Can I introduce the principal? Who have I left out? Come here. Principal Graham, y'all. Now that Brandon Graham has retired, we will see him in Eagles training camp next year. Linebacker. We'll make that call. Have I left anybody else, y'all? All right, what's next? You got Mimi Brown. Introduce Mimi Brown. She's going to speak, right? See, when you do that, this is to show you what happens when you got 50 years in the game. To get your name called, you just stand up and sit back down. No, Miss Brown, you're supposed to give us some remarks. Now, give it up, y'all. She on the phone. On the smartphone. Not consumer cellular either. One more time, y'all. Mimi Brown.
I think you might have to turn this mic up a little bit louder. You were screaming in here. Will, I love you. I love you. I love your mother, Mrs. Smith. I love your family. I have loved you as a little brother all my life, and to this day, you're still a little brother. As I relate to my sister who never sees me, and I'm always busy and I'm always away, she knows that our love is unconditional, even though she doesn't see me and doesn't always talk to me. And that's the difference between unity and also connection. You can be across the world in Dubai. You can be in Africa doing the Muhammad Ali movie, working out. You can be anywhere. You can be in the stratosphere. Because the other day I watched Men in Black. That movie so long, I fell asleep and woke up. I said, you still on? Well, let me take it back. Let me take it back. That is the best movie ever. One of them anyway. We already know that you are the #1 grossing African-American artist and artist in the world when it comes to movies. When it comes to music, you used to be on my show as my co-host. We sat in a chair like this. I had one side, but I was thinner then, so both my butt cheeks could fit on. Right now, they ain't gonna work. And now you all thick and worked out and stuff, that ain't gonna work. We gotta put these chairs together and make it like a love seat. Anyway, but we sat in one chair and he co-hosted the Rap Digest, which was conceived to give the artists that were in Philadelphia and New York, because New York wasn't getting no airplay, and New York that came to Philadelphia and DJ, and all the DJs, including DJ Jazzy Jeff and all the DJs here and all the rappers here will come through. But Will Smith was my co-host, and believe me, I could not have done it successfully without him. But beyond that, I think that, you know, when I say touching moments and moments that grabbed me was last night, you took me somewhere else. You took me to the deepest part, I'm gonna cry, the deepest part of my soul. Because for the past 3.5 years, I have been going through a struggle of understanding who I was. And when Will Smith was talking about his new album, which will be released on Friday, What's the name of the album? What's the name of the album? Based on a True Story. It's going to be released on Friday, and that album is the true story. Not the stuff you hear in the street, not what it is you think in your head, because you really don't know. You don't know the life of anybody that is in this room until they tell you their story. But sometimes they got to go through their story in order to understand what the story is. If you don't deal with the issues, the problems, the situations, you will never, ever get there. Friday is the release of the brand new CD called Will Smith, based on a true story. You might see a video here and there on Instagram or whatever, but pick up the CD and understand that there is a story that touches each and every one of you. It touched me too. I love you, and God bless you all.
Man, that's Mimi Brown, y'all. Give us some love. We was about to hear Mimi's true story. ain't nothing wrong with it, but it's Will Smith Day. So I'm gonna have to remind everybody, keep it short, keep it sweet. We are on a tight schedule. We have a lot to do today, but listen, this is a stage full of MCs, broadcasters, yours truly, pastors and elected officials with a microphone. It's gonna be hard. This young woman and I walk these halls together, and I'm gonna say it before she does. Yes, it's true. I had a crush on her. I asked her, can I stand a chance? She said no. But look at us now. Ladies and gentlemen, the undisputed queen of hip-hop radio, the blueprint, the one who dropped it first and foremost, the ultimate, the numero uno, the common denominator, Lady B.
Yo, we are on the hill, y'all. Will, we on the hill. All those days we walked across that bridge, we are on the damn hill. Yo, where my Overbrook family? There's a school up on the hill. Let's go, let's go, let's go. What a proud moment. 44 years I've been doing this. And one of the proudest things I've ever done is take your music off a cassette and play it on the radio. I concur with Mimi. You are forever my little brother. Like, I have a little brother that's an international star. Just to say that feels so damn good. Academy Award winner, Grammy Award winner, NAACP winner, SAG winner. Yeah, I know all your credentials. But today has got to be a little special because we're on the hill. So now I can tell people, all right, if you want to get to my old crib, make a left on Will Smith Way. Like, no, the next block, Will Smith Way. Turn there. Honestly, Will, when I say you're a friend, I mean it from the bottom of my heart. I still feel like a protective big sister because every time you're in the headlines, which is often, yeah, for one reason or another, you know, the press always calls me for a comment, and my answer is always, I don't talk about my friends. Don't ask me, because I don't talk about my friends. But I am so proud to talk about this particular friend today. Winfield, we are in the building. Oh, no. I said Winfield, we are in the building to honor a legacy. This man has so much more to do. On Friday, if you really want to get to know him, check out Based on a True Story. I've been listening to it all week. Tears in my eyes, just hearing your testimony, your flow. You're an orator. You're a storyteller. You spit rhymes like nobody else. You are the blueprint. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor to say in front of all of you that I love and respect this man, and I wouldn't be anywhere else today than to honor the legendary Will Smith.
Y'all really don't know how special this is. Get this shot. Y'all really don't know. Come on, man. Come on, man. I just want to say, B, you got Woodcrest named after you, and Wendell. Say it again.
Wendell. Oh, I forgot to tell you, I got a street too. Right? Yeah. Welcome to my club. Yeah. Just saying.
Yeah, I wanted to drop that in there, Will, because I've known these good people for a long time, and as a radio personality and as a guy that's done some stuff in this town, and a guy that grew up on Upland Way, I'm just hoping maybe one day a brother might get Manuel Way next to Will Smith Way and Lady B Way. I'm just saying someday. I don't mean around, I'm just having some time. Folks, let's keep it short. Coming up next, everybody, like I said, a young man born in Hard Time, Philadelphia, started from the bottom, now he's here, graduate of the school on the Hill, a man who has represented the 4th District longer than anyone in council. You know him, you love him, Pleasant as always, GQ ready. Talk about old school. Give it up, Councilman Curtis Jones Jr. Show him the move, baby. Show him the move.
Listen, I came from Winfield, have to cross that bridge. And you had to do your reading, your writing, your arithmetic, but you also had to know how to do that in order to graduate. Hilltop, Felton Street, Woodcrest, one city now. Thank you, Mayor Parker. But let me say this. No matter where you come from, you got to remember where you came from. And running them halls, going to those classes, it was like going through a furnace. The heat was up. But let me tell you, pressure busts pipes or makes diamonds. And when you come through here and make it, my first speech, Will, in that school, and your classmates are your hardest critics. Like, if they don't laugh at your jokes, who will? If they don't like your speech, you're done. And so when I gave my first speech, it became addictive. I said, I can do this. But that place has a great story to tell, but many, many more stories that can be created. You see this stage, you see this audience. They came, what they have in common is the school up on the hill. So let me say this. You got a lot of surprises coming. I wasn't supposed to tell. I told on Fox 29, me and Mimi, some of them. So there is a 12-man center that we built in the 4th District, Prez, right? 12 basketball courts. It's state of the art. People go there to hoop. And I found out in my last visit, there's going to be a court dedicated to the 4 W's. 4 W's. Wilt, Walt, Wally, and Will. Basketball court so that young people can hoop their way to success. Yeah, some dogs have their days, some have several days. And you have reinvented yourself over and over again. I tried to figure out which of your movies did I like the best. I go back to 6 Degrees of Separation. But Emancipation, I'm going to say, is my favorite. Your range is amazing. So I was asked on Fox 29, me and Mimi, why here? We could have did anywhere in Winfield. I did your father over there by the old ice factory. Charlie Mack said, why ain't we doing it over on that side? The reason is because right behind us is the school up on the hill. And thousands of young people every week go by this way. And they're going to look up and say, Will Smith did it? Overbrook Entertainment is doing it. So can we put a multimedia studio right in there. We ain't named it after you yet. Me and the principal working on it. But it's all about you. It's all about us. Yeah, when you drop that money. Boy, listen, he know. Yeah, that's right. Ain't no such thing as a free lunch. So, yeah. So I'd like to give my colleagues to present a official city council resolution for us. You reading it? Here we go. Come on. It's official. A whistle. He got the memo. You see the tan, right?
Exactly.
Spring is sprung.
Exactly. Oh, that is fantastic.
Come on. No, you can pass it. Whoever. Here you go.
Good morning. What's up, Winfield? What's up, West Philly? I know about the Sugar Bowl and the let out after Overbrook, after school, coming up here from South Philadelphia, but we want to take this moment on behalf of the members of City Council to officially present this resolution on behalf of members of City Council renaming the 2000 block of North 59th Street Will Smith Way to honor and celebrate the impactful career and legacy of Will Smith, a West Philadelphia native.
And whereas Winfield native Will Smith is a renowned actor, producer, and philanthropist whose career has spanned over 3 decades, making a significant impact on the entertainment industry and global culture, and is widely celebrated for his performances in television, film, and music, as well as his charitable contributions and advocacy for social justice and equality. We love you, Winfield Zone. And
whereas Will Smith was born in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania on September 25th, 1968. He spent his formative years in the Winfield section of West Philadelphia, and whereas Smith's early life in Philadelphia played a foundational role in shaping the values and work ethic that would define his career. Growing up in a close-knit working-class community in West Philadelphia, Smith attended Overbrook High School, where he began to hone his creativity and entrepreneurial spirit, qualities that would later define his remarkable career in entertainment. And
whereas Smith's rise to fame began in Philadelphia during the late 1980s when he entered the music industry as part of the rap duo DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince. Alongside his friend Jeff Towns, their single Parents Just Don't Understand earned them the first ever Grammy Award for Best Rap Performance in the year that I was born, 1989. This groundbreaking achievement was a defining moment in hip-hop history and put Smith on the map as a rising star in the entertainment world. And
whereas in 1990, he transitioned into acting and achieved his breakout role as the lead character in the hit television series, The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Although the show was set in Los Angeles, its origins were rooted in Will's upbringing in West Philadelphia. West Philly in the house. And much of the humor, energy, and themes of the show reflected Smith's life experiences in the city. This series not only made him a household name, but also established him as a cultural icon, beloved by fans worldwide. His portrayal of an inner-city teenager who moves to a wealthy California neighborhood resonated deeply with audiences and served as a positive representation of urban youth. This is narrative change. And
whereas Will Smith has achieved extraordinary success in his career, earning numerous accolades, including 2 Academy Award nominations, 4 Grammy Awards, the honor of being one of the highest-grossing actors in Hollywood, with iconic roles in beloved films such as The Pursuit of Happiness, Men in Black, Ali, Bad Boys, The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air television series, among many others, and
whereas Will Smith's influence extends beyond his professional achievements, as he has used his platform to advocate for issues of social justice, mental health awareness, education, and youth empowerment, including significant donations and involvement in organizations such as the Boys and Girls Clubs of America, the Smith Family Foundation, and other programs dedicated to lifting up underserved communities. And
whereas the city of Philadelphia has benefited from Will Smith's continued success, which has brought global attention to the city and its vibrant cultural scene. Smith has frequently showcased his love for Philadelphia, often referencing it in interviews, social media posts, and even his work. His impact on the city extends beyond entertainment, as he has helped raise the profile of Philadelphia as a hub for creative talent and a place where great things are possible. Now, therefore, be it resolved that the Council of the City of Philadelphia hereby proposes the renaming of the 2000 block of North 59th Street to Will Smith Way to honor his legacy, lasting impact on the City of Philadelphia, the nation, and the world. Congratulations.
Hold it up high. Everybody get your photos right now. All right, look to your left first. Everybody to the left, to the left. Look to your left. It's the Charlie Mack way. Look to your left. All right, now slowly pan to your right, slowly. Stop. Center, center. Everybody center. Tell him, Charlie. Tell him, Charlie. Charlie told me this. All right, now center, center. Now to the right. All right. See the little lady in the orange waving? Everybody look there. Look there. See, lady, see, you can't miss the lady in the pink hat. All right, keep going to your right, one more time. Everybody get your photo. Here we go. Smile. Everybody got it? That's the Charlie Mack way of doing it, ladies and gentlemen. That's my mom back. Oh, hold on, everybody. Hey, everybody, look back here to everybody in the back. Hey, y'all. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. You know, we really all did walk across this bridge. We were Winfield, they were Hilltop. It was rough. There were some moments, man, he can tell you. But my man is gonna be with the 4 W's. Wilt Chamberlain, Wally Jones, Will Smith, Walt Bellamy, man. And while people were talking about their favorite movie, Will, first of all, I know you still play golf? My favorite movie was 7 Pounds. Ladies and gentlemen, your representative who ran through these halls at Overbrook High School. Give it up for Morgan Cephas.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and keep this quick because, you know, all the city council, they always like to show off when it comes to those state reps. If I could have Nazareth Sabri, she gives me my little Overbrook High School cred. Even though I ran the halls of Overbrook High School, so I am technically a Panther, so I'm taking it. Good morning, y'all. Ain't no party like a Will Smith party because a Will Smith party don't stop. So now you know, Will, you got to come back because we got to take you on the road show. We need you during Election Day, every 6 months. I need you to come back because I ain't seen this crowd, not at none of my events, but that's okay. I done came off the road to Harrisburg at 6:30 in the morning so I can be here, but as they said, I'm State Representative Morgan Cephas. I represent the 192nd Legislative District. I grew up right around the corner from where you grew up from. But I'm also the Philadelphia Delegation Chair, and one of my proudest roles is to be Lady B's niece. So technically, if you the little brother, that means you the uncle to me. So I'm taking that too. But no, seriously, I'm happy to join Mayor Sherelle Parker, all the city council. I do believe we got a quorum, so we could definitely take a vote. But, you know, one of the things that we all envy up in Harrisburg when it comes to our city council members is not that you only have to travel 20 minutes to work, because we got to travel about 2 hours. It's not that you only need 9 members to pass a bill when we need 102. And it's not that you only work with one Republican. We work with about 125 of them. But the one thing that we really envy is you all's ability to do things like this. And that is to not just, you know, change the naming of a street, but you all are really telling the history of the city of Philadelphia. I mean, particularly at a time in this nation where our history is being erased. Our names are being removed from websites. So when you think of the Tuskegee Airmen, when you think of Jesse Jackson, when you think of Colin Powell, when you think of these historical figures that have, you know, served their country and their removal from history, when you think about so many school boards across the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, yes, not Texas, but Pennsylvania, that are banning certain books because of the stories that they tell. It is street renamings like this that will be able to tell the story of not just Philadelphia, but West Philadelphia. When we talk about history like Lady B Way, which we just learned is around the corner, a trailblazer from Philly and hip hop. When we talk about Joyce Abbott, that y'all just renamed last year, a trailblazing teacher here at the Castle on the Hill, to now Will Smith Way. You are really able to tell the history of this city. And, you know, I am proud to be a part of this moment for you not to just tell the history today, but to tell generations.
is a world-famous American actor and musician who has built an iconic career spanning music, television, and film, leaving a indelible mark on entertainment industry. And whereas,
we're not going to read the whole thing because I know we're tight on time. But the other thing is that we will be introducing a resolution to declare September 25th, 2025 as Will Smith Day in Pennsylvania. Thank you, everybody. Welcome back home. Can we get a photo? And don't forget, make checks payable to Overbrook High School, Winfield.
Wait a minute, he get the bridge and a day. The council president.
Councilman Curtis Jones, on behalf of City Council and our ability to appropriate funds, we will commit $100,000 toward helping build the Will Smith recording studio in Overbrook High School. Let the state do that.
Wait, hold it. In other words, whereas. No, whereas. Oh, wait, hold on. There's a whereas down here somewhere. Ladies and gentlemen, I got to stick to the script. When folks are trying to take away the Department of Education, we have a man right here who easily could step in for Brandon Graham with the Philadelphia Eagles, but he's the principal. The principal of Overbrook High School, Principal Graham, y'all.
I'm gonna be quick. First off, I want to introduce Miss Pat Mathis. She's our Overbrook Alumni Association president. And let me tell y'all something. The first day I showed up to Overbrook, she was in my office because she wanted to make things happen for the children, right? And so the work I do, listen, I'm Philly born and raised, right? I went to Bartram, graduated from Bartram. I share that, Southwest, but God put me here with a purpose. And the purpose is to serve. And one of the things I want to acknowledge, one, in your book, although I didn't get to the whole thing yet, we talk about the laying of a brick. We talk about perseverance. And the way you get through a challenge is one brick at a time. And then that brick turns into a fortified wall. And then it allows you to accomplish everything you need to accomplish because it stands strong. And that's what Will Smith has displayed. So with that said, I think I got the best gift because I love to hear, I like checks. We like checks, y'all, okay? But I got something that's gonna last with him for a lifetime. Something that I don't think anybody's ever gave him. And on a day like today, it is very fitting. So myself, along with Ms. Mathis, has something to give him. But I'm gonna rock out and give this to him right now because this is a brand new funk right here, bro. All right. This represents the castle on the hill. Hold this for me, Ms. Mathis. Stand up there, Brother Will. Take that jacket off, brother. Take that jacket off. Take the jacket off. This how Philly do things. Philly do it big, baby. It says Will on the front, class of 86, castle on the hill, baby. Here you go. And on behalf of Overbrook High School, got a little fitted, you know. I don't know them. The fit. You know, we used to get clowned for wearing fitted like this back in the day, but no, it's real. We old heads. We don't care. Here we go. Now, how he look? How we looking? Are we rubbing? Hold on. We got to turn around. Turn around, Will. Turn around on. Turn around on. Get the back. You know what I'm saying? Come on. Let's get a picture of that. We got one more thing to give you, too. Come on. Come on, Miss Mathis. Come on.
As you all know, Overbrook High School will be 100 years old tomorrow. Started in 1924, so we are doing a celebration beginning with this year. The shirt that I'm wearing is our campaign that I would like every alum to donate $100 that will go towards the student scholarships and all the other student needs. So, in addition, Will, take that hat off. He's the alumni. So we're going to presenting you with the alumni. In addition to...
Look at that transition I got.
In addition to the shirt that I am wearing. The black bag.
Thank you.
Sherelle Parker, this is to say we love you from the Alumni Association. That's for you. God bless you. Thank you all so much. So I expect to hear from you.
Absolutely. Again, thank you. We need y'all support. Overbrook, the tag that it gets, right? We have some things to go in the community, but it's not representative of what goes on in Overbrook. There's a lot of great students in here. My ROTC, they out here standing strong over there in the back. We have programs. Send me your babies. Our enrollment has increased. It was projected at 402. We're sitting at 463 students right now. Let's go. So we're not playing. Councilman has been so supportive. Where's she at? State Reps, Cephas, where you at? Who else? Councilman, State Senator Vincent Hughes. When I say I'm constantly getting called to the carpet, it's a big task. But guess what? I'm cut for it because I'm going to do it like Will said, one brick at a time. And that's how we're going to do it. And I need your support. Our children need your support. This is a big deal because guess what? The future can see the greatness that comes through Overbrook High School and of the past. And if you ever get a chance, look over there. You got Guy S. Bluford, the first black astronaut to go into space. It's a big deal. Appreciate y'all. Much love. Brother Will, thank you, sir, for everything you've done and what you continue to do.
Mr. Principal. Give it up for Principal Graham. All right, ladies and gentlemen. I'm the one guy up here that's not asking for any money. But to show you how we do it Overbrook, yours truly went out there and I learned to play golf at 33rd and Oxford. And thanks to this young man, I now own that golf range at 33rd and Oxford. So ladies and gentlemen, as I said, we are the city of brotherly love and sisters in charge. The 100th, the first woman, the first black woman. The Northwest has come to 59th Street. Give it up for Mayor Sherelle Parker.
Just one real quick piece of information. During the campaign, I had many conversations with our mayor. And I looked at her resume and I said, is there one thing you wish that you could have did that you didn't do? And she told me and shared with me, Principal Graham, that she couldn't get in Overbrook High School. So for the day, Madam Mayor, we're going to make you official. Hey, Overbrook. All right.
Wait 1 second. Hold that for me, please.
I'm telling y'all, Curtis Jones showing off today, y'all. Councilmember Jones, we would not, and Will, hold this for me, please. Will, I want you to know that today, I'm the mayor of the city of Philadelphia. But today is not possible without the leadership of the district council person who made this street renaming possible. So I want you all to lift up the man who helped to bring all of this together, and that is Councilmember Curtis Jones Jr., Mr. 4th District. Now, I've got to say this for the record, and this is really based on a true story. I was too young to get into the Wynn Ballroom. Where's Lady B? I was too young to get into the After Midnight. So when I met him, B, it was either over a tape or over vinyl, and it was the first time that I had heard this literary genius who had come together with a superior beat creator. And they made a musical composition, which I
can tell you was really a remedy to cure all of Philly's dance floors that were empty. And together they asked us, Philly, you want to dance? They said, we got what you want. And that's when they bust out with this thing. What did you call it, Mr. Principal? The brand new phone. You should have seen the people shaking and dancing and moving and jumping and spinning. And I'm not going to do that, y'all. I'm not going to do that to y'all. But listen, I'm here today to say it is definitely an honor and a privilege. Council, you've talked appropriately about all of his global accomplishments. I want you to know that none of that is not possible without coming from good stock. So give Mom, the family, the village, the ability, because you got to plant good seeds and fertile, good soil in order to get the results that we have. But with what I'm most proud of, and I need to say this publicly because this doesn't always happen, with all of his accomplishments and success, wherever you see him in the world, he is unapologetic about letting you know that I'm Will Smith in West Philadelphia, born and raised. Not everybody, Will Smith, achieves global distinction. He's used his creative genius as a unifying tool. And for those of you who support arts and culture, creative genius can't be contained in a box. It surpasses race, class, socioeconomic status, religion, your language. I don't care what language you speak. When you hear brand new funk, or based on a true story, you can't help but to go like this. We thank you for being humble enough and loving enough for your people and your community and where you come from to not forget about our great city. It is true that our people are struggling with some tough times right now. We're trying to work on some tough issues here in the city. But when we see you, you give us a sense of hope, a sense of pride, and a sense of dignity that it doesn't matter where you start in this race called life. You can achieve great things. And as mayor, I wouldn't be the mayor if I wasn't asking you for something on the day. Whereas, next year, your city, sixth largest city in the nation, birthplace of democracy, will be celebrating the 250th anniversary of this nation right here in our city. All of these global visitors, I'm talking about from across the world, will be here. As the first woman mayor and the 100th mayor, I want to do something, Mr. President, with your help, because it's going to call for a vote in council for the money. Well, I've always thought about all of the giants that have come out of Philadelphia. And I've said to myself, and somebody might laugh and say what I'm about to say is a dream and it'll never happen. I'm going to try. I want Will Smith to lead the effort to bring every creative genius that has come out of Philadelphia back to the city for a concert on the Parkway for the 4th of July. And listen to me, this vision, you keep the vision inside, but I'm telling y'all, I grew up watching the Jerry Lewis telethon. You don't even remember the Jerry Lewis telethon. But I thought to myself, what if all of our hometown heroes, what if Jeff and the Roots and Jill and you Black Thought and Meek and anybody who has connections to Philadelphia, What if we could raise the money, because it's not going to be free, and we could bring them all back for one day. One day. It would. That one day, if they all got together, Mr. President, we could show the world that we could be one Philly, a united city. Y'all think we could do that? Put your ones in the air. Put your ones in the air. Let me hear y'all say one Philly, a united city. We love you, Will. Thank you for never forgetting about home.
Whereas, hey, somebody say, whereas.
Now, the council president, they can appropriate the money, that's true. And where's Morgan Stevens, my girl, state reps? We can't do what you do in the state either, Rep Cephas. But as the mayor of the city, Mr. President, appropriately, I do have the ability to give our native son the key to the city, because that's what the mayor's supposed to do. And it says, seal of the city of Philadelphia, Will Smith, key to the city, presented by Sherelle L. Parker, mayor of the city of Philadelphia. Come over here, Mr. President. Come on, Mom. And Will, I want Mom next to me. Thank you.
Wait. To the left. All right, to the center. To the center, to the center, to the center. To the right, to the right, to the right. To the right, baby. To the right. Everybody got it?
My Lord.
Everybody got it?
The man of the hour.
Who's that?
Who's that? The man of the century. Shutting down bridges, opening up doors. Overbrook Entertainment's own Will Smith. The champ is here. The champ is here. The champ is here.
Oh, man. Thank you, Councilman. Oh, man. Mayor Sherelle Parker. Wow, this is amazing. This is amazing. Where's Philly at? Where's Philly at? I walked across this bridge for my whole high school career in snow and rain. And I grew up at 59th and Woodcrest in Winfield. So I was coming from Winfield. So, you know, I was walking over, but I was running back, you know. You know, fortunately, the front of the school was just in the hilltop, so you can get back over the bridge, get back home, walk once you got on the other side, you know. But, you know, to have Will Smith Way touching in the hilltop, I'm like, yeah. You know, it was interesting when I heard the name. It was Will Smith Way. So I started saying to myself, well, what does that mean? Like, what is the Will Smith Way? And I thought about that, and when I thought about the Will Smith Way, I thought about my mother, my father, and my grandmother. And my mother is still here with me today, and my mom is here. And when I thought about the Will Smith Way is encompassed in the lessons that I got from my father, my mother, and my grandmother. And I think about them as a triangle that represents the Will Smith Way. And I think about my father as the base of the triangle. And right at 56 in Arlington, just on the other side of the bridge, is where my father taught me that you don't get anything without discipline and hard work. You can't make a life if you're not willing to sacrifice and you're not willing to suffer and work for your dreams. And we sold ice at Acrac Ice from 56 in Arlington. And when other kids were you know, you got to have a summer off, soon as school was out, because we sold ice, I was right to work delivering ice all summer. So I see the base of that triangle, the Will Smith way, has to be discipline. When things get hard, you have to be willing to suffer to change the circumstances. Nobody gets an easy ride, you know? And that was one of the things these streets of Philadelphia taught me, that there is nothing wrong with a hard day's work. And I want to salute everybody on this stage. The people on this stage represent people who are not scared to suffer for what they believe in. They are not scared of discipline. They are not scared of hard work. So I salute you all. The second side of the triangle is my mother. And my mother represented for me education. My mother would say to me all the time, they can't take what's in your head, baby. They can take everything from you except what's in there. And my mother was serious about education, that we had to learn. I wasn't allowed to say, like, y'all or ain't. I remember one time I was running out of the house. And I screamed to my friends. I was like, hey, where y'all gonna be at? And my mother was like, come on back in here. I hope they gonna be behind that preposition. I'm back in the house and I'm crying, and my grandmother's like, a y'all is a boat, baby. You know, so my mother was very, very serious about education and understanding that my mind was going to be my key to my dreams. That the study and the work and the education was going to be the key to my dreams. And then the third side of that triangle is my grandmother, my Gigi. And right down at Resurrection Baptist Church on 54th Street, my grandmother, she was that grandmother, she'd be at the church on Tuesday. Like, she was that grandmother. And, you know, Jesus' homegirl. And my grandmother represented the love of God shown in the love for your brothers and sisters of the world. And she showed how every single moment your life has to be in service to somebody else. Even when we didn't have nothing, she was giving it away. She was like, she lived completely in service. And I remember one day she brought a homeless lady into the house, and she was washing, like Miss Clara. Oh, it's my sister Ellen. Yeah, Miss Clara. Remember, she brought Miss Clara in the house, and she washed a homeless woman in the tub and gave her clothes and fed her and all of that. And I was sitting and I was looking, and I remember thinking to myself, I'm never getting in that bathtub again. But a deeper lesson came later. A deeper lesson. A deeper lesson, you know, it was the understanding that the only thing that is ever gonna make this bearable, all of the problems, all of the difficulty, the only thing that's gonna make it bearable is we have to figure out how to love each other, y'all. We have to figure out how to help each other. We have to figure out how to care for each other. And, you know, when people come out and they look and they see the Will Smith way, I hope that they will reflect and we will reflect. Even me sometimes, I don't get it right. I don't get it right all the time for sure. You know, don't get it right all the time. But you know, I would love to say whereas Mayor Sherelle Parker has declared that the city of Philadelphia on July 4th, I will certainly be here myself. And whereas I'm here of the Roots, I don't own him, but I certainly will make the phone call. Certainly will. And whereas Jill Scott is in my Rolodex, I will certainly reach out to Jill. And in my contacts, I will certainly contact. Whereas Meek Mill and I are friends, I will certainly reach out to Meek. And yeah, Music Soul Child. So yeah, so we will definitely, I will do my part to try to make it happen. And Kevin Hart, absolutely. Kevin Hart, yes, yes. So hey, Philly, you have. I want to say you're the one boy. Where's Miss Brown? So Miss Brown right here. Miss Brown, Brenda Brown, was my first teacher in 10th grade when I walked through these doors. And Miss Brown's about 5 feet tall, and she used to walk up in my chest, and she would be like, and Miss Brown was the teacher who started calling me Prince Charming. The name The Fresh Prince was coined in that building, and Miss Brown was the teacher that made me, she called me Prince, and I added the Fresh because it was hip hop slang. So The Fresh Prince, so thank you for that, Miss Brown. Thank you for coming out today. Hey, her father, Miss Brown's father, I knew Miss Brown's father. Yes, right. No, 1977. All right. Ricky Brown. That is amazing. So, hey, Philly, I love you. I am yours. You are mine. I will see you on the 4th of July. How many times we gotta tell you? Look to your left. Look to your left. Look to the center. Look to the right. Look to the right. Look to the right. All right, Will, the last one, Will. No one's looking at those folks over there. Look at them people right there. Give them people some love. That's how we do in West Philadelphia, y'all. We give everybody some love. I'm standing on speakers. Look at me. I'm standing on speakers. Now, I'm going to give props to somebody that hasn't gotten enough props today, y'all. Carolyn Smith, God bless you, Mom. Mother's Day is coming, y'all. Mother's Day was invented in Philadelphia by Ann Jarvis. Go down to the old John Wanamaker's. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Look at that placard, see for yourself. But talk about a mom, come on. Give her love, give her some props. Good job, good job. That's my daughter. I tell you, man, Overbrook High School, those of you who didn't go to school here, y'all just don't know. Those of us that graduated here, this is something special. We may have gone on to college, we may have gone on to be CEOs, Oscar Academy Award winners, superstars, but when you mention Overbrook High School, all of us fall in line. It's known all over the world, and one of the reasons Overbrook High School is known all over the world is because of Will Smith. We're about to walk over here, so I'm gonna need y'all to clear this area over here to my right, your left, so we can unveil the sign over here, everybody. So get your cameras ready, charge up your batteries. Nobody still uses film, do they? I'm just saying. I'm good. Hold on.
ROTC and the cheerleaders to come over.
ROTC and cheerleaders, please come to the stage. ROTC and cheerleaders.
Karen!
How do I help you get up here?
Thank you.
Thank you, Jim. Yep, still carrying her. I don't know, I'll do my best.
Here you go, bro. Here you go. Like you had a
Thank you, Councilman.
Oh, I love that. That's you. Yeah.
Be sure to listen to Classics 107.9, 7 to midnight. I got you. I manage your night side. They got the classic joint on, the soundtrack, the club throwback. What a day. I got Mimi Brown and Lady B together. WDAS and Classics 107.9. Come on, man. Only Will Smith can bring DAS and Classics together. Come on, man. Come on.
Come on now. All right.
Anytime, Councilman.
Why were you mad? I saw on Facebook you said you were mad about something. So so I'm doing sex trafficking, human trafficking piece for 2046. So I talked to the council yesterday budget hearing. I said we need to make sure that
They're asking to sign this jacket.
I just want to take a moment to thank God and give him a hand clap. Can God get a hand clap, y'all? Really? I'm serious. The weather held up, no rain. It's not too cold. Spring is in the air. And they don't know I'm going to do this, and they probably going to feel embarrassed. But in a time and a place when we need black love, I want y'all to acknowledge the Bakers right there. Jim and Mrs. Baker. How long y'all been married now? 40 years of marriage looks like that. Y'all look better every day. All right, everybody, y'all ready? Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Yeah! From now on the 59th Street Bridge is called Will Smith Way. Will Smith Way. It's going to be on your GPS. Will Smith Way. It's going to be on your Waze app. Will Smith Way. It's going to be on your Google. Will Smith Way. How do I get there? Take Will Smith Way. Joey Zaza in the building. I'm standing on Will Smith Way with my daughter. I'm standing on Will Smith Way with my daughter. Will Smith Way on the verge of Hilltop. Come on, man. Hilltop is Will Smith Way. Tustin Playground, the Dust Bowl. Will Smith Way. What's up, cuz? Dwayne in the building. Charlita, great job. We got traffic tied up. Lancaster Avenue is tied up for Will Smith today. Look at Lancaster Ave. Will Smith Way and Lancaster Ave. I like how that sounds. Will Smith Way and Lancaster Avenue. Lancaster Avenue and Will Smith Way.
But back then I didn't really know what it was. But now I see what happened is the way that people respond to summer madness. The weather is hot and girls are dressing less and checking out the fellas to tell them.
Now make sure y'all tune in to Classics 107.9 this afternoon with Lady B. She will interview Will live on the air with Touch Tone.
Guys out hunting and girls doing likewise. Honking at the honey in front of you with the light eyes. She turned around to see what you beeping at. It's like the summer's a natural aphrodisiac. And with a pen and pad I compose this rhyme to hit you and get you quick for the summertime.
How you doing?